going over my preparation with my client Maria. For reviewing the client information, I was able to find out that she's a 15-year-old and she lives with her mother. She is the oldest sibling of her family, and she has no contact with her father, so that's something maybe she might want to be working on. And she's a Latino, and I found out that she is currently using alcohol and marijuana. So, yeah, and for exploring, I made sure to go and find out more about the Latino culture and how they interact, and because I know with Latino culture they're very family oriented. So I also want to use like be sure of social cues and not maybe to give too much eye contact or things that could irritate or that I found. Okay, so Maria, it's nice to see you again today. I just want to go over what we went over on our last interview. So, if it is okay with you. So we've talked about you having problems with your mom. How is that going, by the way, as of right now?
Not so good. We're still arguing, bumping heads all the time.
Wow, that's frustrating, huh? Wow, okay. So, still having problems with your mom. How do you think you can better that issue right now?
Maybe by talking to her, not really bumping heads, just try to have a conversation.
Okay. So you say having a conversation with your mom. If you start having better conversation with your mom, it will help you with this problem.
I believe so.
Okay. So what would you like to accomplish today in the meeting?
Probably trying to talk about how I can talk to my mom at the conversation.
Okay. So you want me to help you find ways to have good conversation with your mom, communication. Okay. So I'm just gonna write down a couple of steps so I can keep track. And you could feel free to look at it too if you like. So let's go over some objectives that we have. Well, I would like for you to make some objectives. So, what are three ways that you think you can make this issue better for both you and your mom?
If I would ask how her work was.
Okay.
Appreciate her hard work for me more. And just ask her how she's doing every day.
So basically, like just checking in. Okay. So just to reiterate on what you said, so some objectives that you think would work would be asking her about her work and showing her appreciation, and also checking in, on a daily, see if she needs help maybe on anything, right? Okay. So right now, I want us to formulate an action plan, and an action plan is maybe like steps and ways for you to accomplish this goal. And if I'm correct, you said the goal is for you to have a better communication with your mom, right? So we're gonna go over some action. We're gonna make this action plan together. So let me write down the specific measurement that we want to go over is better communication. Okay, so how long do you have a time frame that you would expect for this issue to have resolved?
I know it's going to take time, so probably 4 months.
4 months, okay. So within 4 months, we would have this situation better.
Yeah, just have a better communication with my mom.
Okay, so how do you plan on going on about that? I know you've mentioned asking about work and showing appreciation and checking in. So do you think there are some steps that you could do like on the daily just to build it up before we get to the 4 months?
Well, I could ask those 3 that I've mentioned about checking in on her and asking how her work was and appreciating her more.
Mm-hmm. So maybe like 10 minutes a day, you would just sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with her?
Yes.
Or is that difficult for you? What do you think? minutes a day. Okay. And how would you start off this conversation to just make it realistic for you?
What's your work day now?
Okay, that's a good start. So, how was your work day? Such things like that, just to warm up. Okay, so, and I believe that you could have this going within the next 4 months. It'll work. So, um, I also believe that you can do this based on strengths that we've talked about the last time. You're very responsible. You're the oldest child, right? And sometimes you have to keep help with your brother, as you say, because when your mom is at work, right? So I think how would that help you maintain this action plan that we have going with your strengths?
Um, just remember to do it daily.
Remember, that's good. That's a good way of starting. Okay, so I think we have this going. So what I'm gonna do right now is just type up this action plan, and I will give you a copy so you can keep up with it, and I will also give myself a copy, and then once we meet, we'll see how far along we are in the process. Does that sound good? Okay, so I'm gonna have to